Wojcik, and this is the last of the little videos that go with my website. If you have gone through the other ones and made a decision that you are interested in coming in to get on Suboxone, either with me or someone else, a couple of final rules. Number one, you must be in withdrawal. Remember, Suboxone kicks the other opiates off the receptor, and so if you come in under the influence of Roxycontin, for instance, and you take the Suboxone in my office as part of the induction, then it will make you very dope sick. So you need to be in withdrawal when you come in. Some rules of thumb: if you're using a quick-acting opiate such as Lortab or Roxycontin, bare minimum is you want 4 hours from the last time that you dosed until you have your appointment. Better yet is 4 to 8, and perfect would be more than 8. For instance, if you took your last dose, then went to bed for the night, woke up the next morning a little dope sick but didn't use and came into your appointment instead, then we would know for sure that the Suboxone is not going to give you trouble. Secondly, if it's an intermediate length drug such as true Oxycontin, which is 12 hours, or there's some 12-hour morphine, some of the others. Now, for a 12-hour drug, you want to, the bare minimum would be 12 hours, but you really want to be more than 12 and perhaps as many as 24 hours out from your last dose. So 12 hours minimum, 24 preferred, somewhere in between. Now, if you're chewing or snorting the Oxycontin, then in fact you've converted it from a 12-hour drug to a quick-acting drug, and so the 4 to 8 hours would instead hold. Okay? So if you're chewing or snorting the Oxycontin or 12-hour morphine or eating the 12-hour drugs, by chewing it or crushing it and snorting it, you are converting it to a quick-acting drug. Last is methadone, and that's really the most important. There's actually two things important about methadone. Number one, remember Suboxone is not, well, Suboxone has a ceiling effect. 3 Suboxone a day is the maximum that someone takes. Turns out that's somewhere between 30 milligrams and 60 milligrams of methadone. If you're on methadone and you cannot get down to 60 or less, you're probably wasting your time trying Suboxone. Now, so before you come in, you'd like to wean down to 30 milligrams of methadone, 40 maybe, 50, 60 at the most. That's the first thing. Secondly is, again, methadone is long-acting, and so if you even get down to 30, but you take your dose the day of the appointment and then come in, almost undoubtedly, if I do a Suboxone induction, I'm going to make you sick initially. So, for methadone, the experts say you should be off of it for 1 full week. Many of my patients that are making the transfer have trouble with that, but I can usually get them to go at least 48 hours and really preferably 72 hours. Less than 48 hours is simply a waste of time because, as you know, many people on methadone can skip a dose and not even feel bad, i.e. they don't go into significant withdrawals at all. So you really want to go 48 to 72 hours or so. So again, the key thing is when you are put on Suboxone, you want to be craving, dope sick, in withdrawal at the time of the first dose, which is called the induction. All right. Lastly, there are some papers that you can print on this website. Please do that, fill them out. One of them at least is simply a written education statement, kind of talking about the Suboxone, how it works a little bit and stuff. Again, it just helps to have it in front of you when you read it instead of you listen to me and you forget what I said. Some of the other forms are forms that you understand that it is a cash basis, and the other, some of them are questionnaires about your history. Very important, obviously, if you're going to be treated with Suboxone, that the doctor treating you know about your medical problems, know what other medicines you're on, make sure the medicine's mixed properly with the Suboxone. So please fill out the history forms carefully, including what drugs you've used in the past, and most importantly, of course, what you're using now. Bottom line is, by filling that out ahead of time and you bring it into your appointment, it'll be a lot simpler. You won't have to be rapidly scribbling the paperwork out while you're waiting and trying to get it done in time. All right? Thank you, and I hope that these series of videos have been helpful to you in making your decision about what's the best thing for you to do.